Are you ready for Monday Night Football? It's a pivotal showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. Before we dive in, folks, please smash that subscribe button for more electrifying content. Both teams are fighting tooth and nail for their playoff lives in their respective conferences. The Dolphins are looking to stay afloat in the fiercely competitive AFC East, while the Rams are aiming to storm back into the NFC West race. This game has massive implications for both teams as the season enters the home stretch. The Dolphins enter the game with a 6-5 record, clinging to the final wildcard spot in the AFC. They've been a roller coaster this season, showing flashes of brilliance but also suffering some gut-wrenching losses. The Rams, on the other hand, have won 3 straight after a sluggish start and are now 6-4, just a game out of first place in the NFC West. This matchup features 2 explosive offenses and 2 defenses looking to make a statement. The Dolphins boast one of the most dynamic passing attacks in the league, led by the electrifying quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and the lightning-fast wide receivers Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. The Rams counter with their own arsenal, including the veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford and the always dangerous Cooper Kupp. The Dolphins' defense, though often overshadowed by their offense, has shown moments of resilience. The Rams' defense, led by their formidable front line, is known for its ability to pressure quarterbacks and create turnovers. Fans from both sides are expected to bring an electric atmosphere to the stadium, adding to the intensity of the game. Coaching strategies will be crucial, as both teams look to outmaneuver each other in this high-stakes contest. Historically, matchups between these 2 teams have been thrilling, often coming down to the wire. Regardless of the outcome, this game promises to be a showcase of skill, determination, and sportsmanship. As the clock ticks down, every play will be magnified, and every mistake could be costly. Tune in to witness this epic clash where playoff dreams hang in the balance. Don't miss it. The Dolphins are in a thrilling dogfight for a playoff spot in the loaded AFC. Every game from here on out is crucial, and the pressure is mounting. They currently sit at 6-5. The competition is fierce, and every win or loss could make a significant difference in their playoff hopes. This means the Dolphins not only need to win, but consistency will be key. They must capitalize on every opportunity. The Dolphins need to string together some wins down the stretch to secure their playoff position. Their offense has been inconsistent at times this season, but when Tua Tagovailoa is healthy and in rhythm, they are capable of putting up points on anyone. His leadership and playmaking abilities are crucial for the team's success. Tagovailoa has thrown for over 2,500 yards and 19 touchdowns this season, showcasing his talent and potential to lead the team to victory. Their speed and agility make them a nightmare for opposing defenses. However, the Dolphins' defense has been a concern. They have struggled to maintain leads and have allowed too many points in critical moments. They are allowing over 24 points per game, which ranks in the bottom half of the league. This vulnerability could be their Achilles heel if not addressed promptly. They will need to find a way to slow down the Rams' offense if they want to come away with a victory on Monday night. The Rams have a high-powered offense, and the Dolphins' defense will need to step up to the challenge. The support of their fans and the determination of the players will be crucial in this final stretch. Every game is a battle, and the Dolphins are ready to fight for their playoff lives. The Rams are on fire, heating up at the perfect time with resilience and determination. This incredible turnaround has reignited their playoff hopes and electrified their fan base. Their defense has been absolutely stellar during this stretch, allowing just 16 points per game. The defensive unit has been relentless, showcasing their ability to shut down opposing offenses and create crucial turnovers. The return of Cooper Kupp from injury has been a massive boost for the Rams' offense. Kupp's exceptional route running and reliable hands have made him a favorite target for quarterback Matthew Stafford. With Kupp back in the lineup, the Rams' passing game has become more dynamic and incredibly difficult to defend. The Rams' defense is led by the unstoppable Aaron Donald, a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Donald's dominance on the defensive line is unmatched, and his ability to disrupt plays is a game-changer. Donald is a one-man wrecking crew in the middle of the defensive line, and he will be a major factor in this game. His leadership and relentless pursuit of the quarterback set the tone for the entire defense. If the Rams can continue their strong defensive play and get consistent production from their offense, they will be a formidable opponent for any team. The combination of a stout defense and a high-powered offense makes them a team to watch. The Dolphins' offense is electrifying when Tua Tagovailoa is healthy and in the lineup. After missing time earlier this season due to concussions, Tagovailoa has come back strong, leading the Dolphins to an impressive 3-1 record in his last 4 starts. Tagovailoa's connection with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle is one of the most explosive in the NFL. Hill is a threat to score every single time he touches the ball, and Waddle's blazing speed creates matchup nightmares for any defense. The key for the Dolphins' offense will be solid protection. Tagovailoa has been sacked 26 times this season, which is tied for 10th most in the league. If the Dolphins can give Tagovailoa time to throw, they have the firepower to outscore any team in the league. After a slow start to the season, the Rams' defense has finally hit its stride during their thrilling 3-game winning streak. They are now allowing just 16 points per game over that span, showcasing their incredible talent and depth on that side of the ball. The Rams boast one of the league's top cornerback duos in Jalen Ramsey and Kobe Durant. Ramsey is a lockdown corner who can completely neutralize the opponent's best receiver, while Durant has emerged as a dynamic playmaker in his own right. The Rams will need to bring their A-game against the Dolphins' explosive passing attack. If they can generate relentless pressure on Tagovailoa and limit the big plays from Hill and Waddle, they will have a fantastic chance to dominate the game. One of the most thrilling matchups to watch in this game will be the Dolphins' pass rush going head-to-head with the Rams' offensive line. The Dolphins have had their struggles getting to the quarterback this season, with just 21 sacks, placing them in the bottom third of the league. But the Rams' offensive line has been rock solid in pass protection, allowing only 17 sacks this season. However, they will be missing their starting left tackle, Alaric Jackson, who is sidelined with an injury. This could be a golden opportunity for the Dolphins' pass rushers, led by the dynamic duo of Christian Wilkins and Bradley Chubb, to make a huge impact. If they can consistently pressure Stafford, it will be a game-changer in slowing down the Rams' high-powered offense. Can Kieran run wild? Rams running back Kyren Williams has been on fire lately, rushing for over 100 yards in 2 of his last 3 games. Kyren's resurgence has sparked the Rams' winning streak, and he's aiming to keep the momentum going against the Dolphins. The Dolphins' run defense has shown some cracks this season, allowing 118 rushing yards per game. If Kyren can get rolling early and often, it will open up the play-action passing game for Stafford and the Rams' explosive offense. But the Dolphins will be laser-focused on slowing down Kieran and forcing Stafford to beat them through the air. It's going to be an electrifying chess match between 2 of the league's brightest offensive minds, Rams head coach Sean McVay and Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel. Expert predictions and betting odds. The Rams opened as slight favorites in this game, but the line has since shifted in favor of the Dolphins. As of Monday morning, the Dolphins are favored by 1.5 points, with the over-under set at 48.5 points. Most experts are predicting a close, high-scoring game. The over has hit in 4 of the last 5 Rams games, while the over has hit in 5 of the last 6 Dolphins games. My prediction? Dolphins 27, Rams 24. I think the Dolphins offense will be too much for the Rams to handle, and I expect Tagovailoa to have a big game against a Rams secondary that has struggled at times this season. The significance of home field advantage. The Rams will have the incredible advantage of playing at home in front of their passionate fans at SoFi Stadium. However, home field advantage hasn't meant as much this season, as road teams have actually fared slightly better than home teams. Still, the Rams will be hoping to feed off the electric energy of their home crowd as they look to continue their winning streak. The Dolphins, on the other hand, will need to silence the crowd early and play with poise on the road. The Rams have a 3-2 record at home this season, while the Dolphins are 3-3 on the road. While home field advantage may not be as significant as it once was, it could still play a crucial factor in this thrilling game. A must-win for both teams. This is a pivotal game for both teams as they battle for playoff positioning in their respective conferences. The Dolphins can't afford a loss as they strive to keep pace in the fiercely competitive AFC wildcard race, where every game is crucial. The Rams, on the other hand, need to keep winning to stay within striking distance of the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC West Division. With both teams desperate for a win, expect a hard-fought physical game that could come down to the wire in the final moments. This is a game you absolutely can't miss, packed with excitement and high stakes. A Hail Mary and a shocker Week 8 highlights. It was a week filled with unexpected twists and turns that kept fans on the edge of their seats. We saw stunning upsets, nail-biting finishes, and incredible individual performances. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel for more exciting content. The playoff picture is getting clearer, but some teams are fighting for their postseason lives. Every game, every play, every second counts as we move closer to the playoffs. Let's dive into the action. First up, the Washington Commanders pulled off a miracle in Chicago. Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, playing through a rib injury, heaved a Hail Mary as time expired. It was a moment of sheer determination and grit. The ball found the waiting hands of Noah Brown in the end zone, sending the Commanders home with an improbable victory. The crowd erupted in disbelief and joy. But that wasn't the only shocker of the week. The Cleveland Browns, written off by many, went into Baltimore and stunned the Ravens. Jameis Winston was masterful, throwing for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. His precision and poise under pressure were remarkable. The Ravens' defense, expected to dominate, looked lost at times. They struggled to contain the Browns' relentless offense. This is the NFL, folks, where anything can happen. It's a league where the underdogs can rise and the favorites can fall. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you all the thrilling moments from this unforgettable season. The atmosphere at Soldier Field was electric. The night was filled with anticipation, as fans from both sides filled the stadium with their cheers and chants. The Bears, with their own rookie quarterback Caleb Williams under center, were looking to bounce back from a tough loss. Williams, a promising talent, had shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season, but tonight, he faced a formidable challenge. The Commanders, meanwhile, were hoping to keep pace in the surprisingly tight NFC East. Every game was crucial, and the pressure was mounting. The game itself was a back-and-forth affair. Both teams traded blows, with neither willing to give an inch. The intensity on the field was matched only by the tension in the stands. Daniels, despite his injury, showed poise and toughness. His determination was evident as he fought through the pain, refusing to let his team down. His resilience became a source of inspiration for his teammates. He made plays with both his arm and his legs, keeping the Bears' defense off balance. His versatility was on full display. With time ticking down, the Commanders found themselves trailing by 6. The clock was their enemy, and every second mattered. A field goal wouldn't do. They needed a touchdown. And then it happened. The team huddled together, strategizing for what could be the final play of the game. Daniels, scrambling for his life, launched a prayer towards the end zone. The stadium held its breath as the ball soared through the air. It was a moment of sheer desperation and hope. The ball seemed to hang in the air forever. Time stood still as everyone watched its trajectory. The fate of the game rested on this single play. And then, out of the pack, came Noah Brown, clutching the ball as he fell to the turf. Touchdown! The Commanders' sideline erupted. The players and coaches celebrated wildly as they had just pulled off a miraculous victory. The Bears fans were stunned into silence. The jubilation on one side was met with disbelief on the other. It was a stark contrast of emotions. Nobody gave the Cleveland Browns a chance against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens were coming into the game with a stellar record and a reputation for being one of the most formidable teams in the league. The Ravens, with their high-powered offense and stifling defense, were heavy favorites. Their quarterback Lamar Jackson was having an MVP-caliber season, and their defense was ranked among the top in the NFL. But the Browns, led by the resurgent Jameis Winston, had other ideas. Winston, who had been written off by many, was determined to prove his doubters wrong. He picked apart the Ravens' secondary, connecting with his receivers for big play after big play. The chemistry between Winston and his wideouts was evident as they made spectacular catches and gained significant yardage. The Browns' running game, led by the bruising Nick Chubb, kept the Ravens' defense honest. Chubb's powerful runs and the offensive line's solid blocking opened up the field for the passing game. On the other side of the ball, the Browns' defense played inspired football. They were aggressive, disciplined, and relentless in their pursuit of the ball. They pressured Lamar Jackson all game long, forcing him into hurried throws and costly mistakes. The defensive line consistently broke through the Ravens' offensive line, disrupting Jackson's rhythm. The Ravens' usually potent rushing attack was bottled up. The Browns' linebackers and defensive backs swarmed to the ball, shutting down any attempts to gain ground. In the end, the Browns walked away with a statement victory. It was a complete team effort, with contributions from both the offense and defense. The Ravens, meanwhile, were left to ponder what went wrong. They will need to regroup and address their shortcomings if they hope to bounce back in the coming weeks. The Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans engaged in an offensive shootout that had fans on the edge of their seats. The Lions, led by their explosive running back Jahmyr Gibbs, put up a season-high 52 points. Gibbs was unstoppable, ripping off long runs and leaving defenders grasping at air. But the Titans, despite the loss, showed their own offensive firepower. Derrick Henry, as always, was a force to be reckoned with. He pounded the Lions' defense, wearing them down with his relentless running style. In the end though, it was the Lions' day. Their quarterback, Jared Goff, had one of his best games as a pro. He spread the ball around, connecting with his receivers for big gains. The Lions' offense was simply too much for the Titans to handle. Bills keep rolling, but questions linger. The Buffalo Bills went into Seattle and came away with a hard-fought victory over the Seahawks. Josh Allen, as usual, was the catalyst for the Bills' offense. He threw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he also threw his first interception of the season. The Bills' defense, while solid, gave up some big plays to the Seahawks, a masters of improvisation, made several highlight reel throws, keeping the Seahawks in the game until the very end. The Bills remain the team to beat in the AFC East, but this game showed that they are not invincible. Their defense will need to tighten up if they want to make a deep playoff run. Eagles soar, Bengals sputter, a tale of two halves. The Philadelphia Eagles, after a sluggish first half, came roaring back to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. Saquon Barkley was the star of the show for the Eagles. He rushed for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, carrying the Eagles' offense on his back. The Bengals, on the other hand, continued their disappointing season. Joe Burrow struggled to find his rhythm, throwing 2 interceptions. The Bengals' defense, once a strength of the team, looked lost at times. The Eagles, with the win, kept pace in the competitive NFC East. The Bengals, meanwhile, are in danger of falling out of playoff contention. Chiefs still perfect. Mahomes marches on. The Kansas City Chiefs continued their quest for an undefeated season with a convincing win over their rivals, the Las Vegas Raiders. Patrick Mahomes was his usual brilliant self, throwing for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, the Chiefs' star tight end, finally found the end zone for the first time this season. He hauled in 2 touchdown passes from Mahomes, much to the delight of the Chiefs' faithful. The Chiefs' defense, often overshadowed by their high-powered offense, played a pivotal role in the victory. They intercepted Derek Carr twice, stifling several Raiders' drives. With the win, the Chiefs moved to 8-0 on the season. They are the clear favorites to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Injuries and upsets, the playoff picture shifts. Week 8 was not without its share of injuries. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' star receivers, both left their game early with injuries. Jordan Love, the Green Bay Packers' backup quarterback, suffered a groin injury that could sideline him for several weeks. These injuries could have a major impact on the playoff race. The Buccaneers, already struggling, will be hard-pressed to replace the production of Evans and Godwin. The Packers, with Love's status uncertain, will need Aaron Rodgers to stay healthy if they want to make a deep playoff run. As the season wears on, the playoff picture is becoming clearer. But with so many teams still in contention and with injuries always a factor, the race for the Super Bowl is far from over. Hey folks, Sunday Night Football is here. Philadelphia Eagles against the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be an epic matchup. The Philadelphia Eagles, riding a 6-game winning streak, invade SoFi Stadium to face the resurgent Los Angeles Rams. Kickoff is set for 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, and the stakes are high. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel for more exciting content. Both teams are battling for playoff positioning, and this matchup could have major implications down the stretch. This isn't just another game, it's a clash of styles. The Eagles, with their league-leading rushing attack, will look to ground and pound their way to victory. Meanwhile, the Rams, led by veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford, will counter with their explosive passing game. The Eagles are red-hot, having won 6 straight games, showcasing their dominance and resilience on the field. After a Week 3 stumble against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have bounced back with a vengeance. They're coming off a dominant 34-17 victory over the rival New York Giants, a game that highlighted their offensive prowess and defensive strength. In that game, their offense was firing on all cylinders, executing plays with precision and power. Jalen Hurts continues to shine as the Eagles' dual-threat quarterback, demonstrating his ability to both pass and run with exceptional skill. Their rushing attack, spearheaded by Saquon Barkley, is virtually unstoppable, breaking through defenses with ease and consistency. Don't count out the Rams, though. They have shown remarkable resilience and determination. After a sluggish start to the season, they've won 4 of their last 5 games and are finding their groove, playing with renewed energy and focus. Matthew Stafford is healthy again, bringing stability and experience to the quarterback position. He has a plethora of weapons at his disposal, including the reliable Cooper Kupp and the emerging star Puka Nacua, both of whom have been instrumental in the Rams' recent success. The Rams are back home after a tough road loss to the San Francisco 49ers, a game that tested their mettle and resolve. They'll be looking to make a statement on national television, eager to prove that they are a force to be reckoned with in the league. With both teams at the top of their game, this matchup promises to be an electrifying showdown, filled with high stakes and intense competition. The Eagles' offense is a thing of beauty, a balanced attack that can beat you in multiple ways. Whether it's through the air or on the ground, the Eagles have the tools and talent to dominate. They lead the NFL in rushing, averaging a staggering 181.3 yards per game. This ground game is powered by a combination of explosive running backs and a mobile quarterback, making it one of the most feared rushing attacks in the league. Saquon Barkley is a one-man wrecking crew, and Jalen Hurts' ability to make plays with his legs adds another dimension to their ground game. Hurts' dual-threat capability forces defenses to account for him on every play, opening up opportunities for other playmakers. But don't sleep on their passing game. The Eagles have a potent aerial attack that can strike quickly and efficiently. Hurts has made significant strides as a passer, and he has a knack for making big throws in crucial moments. His development as a quarterback has been impressive, and he continues to improve with each game, showing poise and confidence under pressure. The loss of Devonta Smith to a hamstring injury hurts, but they still have weapons like tight end Dallas Goedert. Goedert is a reliable target who can make tough catches in traffic and is a key component of their passing attack. And Quez Watkins, who caught 2 touchdowns against the Giants. Watkins' speed and playmaking ability make him a dangerous weapon in the Eagles' arsenal. The Rams' offense revolves around the golden right arm of Matthew Stafford. The veteran quarterback has thrown for over 2,500 yards and 13 touchdowns this season, and he's capable of putting up big numbers against any defense. Stafford's favorite target, Cooper Kupp, is one of the most precise route runners in the game. He's a nightmare for opposing defenses, and he's always open. Puka Nacua has emerged as a big play threat, averaging over 13 yards per reception. If the Rams can protect Stafford and give him time to throw, their passing game can light up the scoreboard. Defensive showdowns. Eagles' stifling defense. The Eagles' defense has been just as impressive as their offense. They're giving up a league-leading 5.5 yards per pass attempt, and they're adept at creating turnovers. Their front 4, led by Fletcher Cox and Josh Sweat, can generate pressure on the quarterback, and their secondary, anchored by Darius Slay and James Bradbury, is one of the best in the business. They'll face a tough test against the Rams' high-powered passing attack, but if they can get to Stafford and force him into mistakes, they have a good chance of slowing down the Rams' offense. Defensive showdowns. Rams' defensive prowess. The Rams' defense has faced its share of challenges this season, but they're still a formidable unit. Aaron Donald, despite missing some time with injury, remains one of the most disruptive defensive players in the league. He's a force of nature in the trenches, and he'll be looking to wreak havoc on the Eagles' offensive line. The Rams' secondary, led by Jalen Ramsey, will have its hands full with the Eagles' talented receiving corps. They'll need to play tight coverage and limit big plays if they want to keep the Eagles' offense in check. Key matchups and predictions. This game features a number of intriguing matchups that could determine the outcome. The strategies employed by the coaches, the execution by the players, and even the atmosphere in the stadium will all play a part in shaping the final result. Here are a few to keep an eye on. These matchups are not just about individual battles, but also about how well the teams can adapt and respond to each other's tactics. The game within the game, so to speak, will be fascinating to watch. Eagles' rushing attack versus Rams' front 7. This is a classic battle of wills. The Eagles have one of the most potent rushing attacks in the league, led by their dynamic running back, Saquon Barkley. The Eagles want to run the ball, and the Rams know it. This clash will be a test of strength, technique, and endurance. Aaron Donald and company will need to be at their best to slow down Saquon Barkley in the Eagles' ground game. If he can consistently pressure the Eagles' backfield, it could force them to rely more on their passing game. Rams passing game versus Eagles secondary. This is strength versus strength. The Rams have a high-powered passing attack, led by veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford and a talented group of receivers. This is strength versus strength. The Rams' aerial assault will be a significant test for the Eagles' defensive backs. The ability of the Rams' receivers to create separation and make plays downfield will be critical. Matthew Stafford and the Rams' receivers will test the Eagles' secondary, which has been one of the best in the league this season. Stafford's experience and arm strength allow him to make throws that few other quarterbacks can. Jalen Hurts versus Rams defense. Jalen Hurts is a dual-threat quarterback who can make plays with both his arm and his legs. The Rams will need to be disciplined in their pass rush and coverage to contain him. Hurts' ability to make plays with both his arm and his legs makes him a difficult matchup for any defense. The Rams' defense will need to be aware of his dual-threat capability at all times. The Rams will need to account for his mobility and keep him contained. This means maintaining their rush lanes and not overcommitting, as well as having a spy on Hurts to track his movements. As for predictions, most experts are leaning towards the Eagles. Their recent form and balanced attack give them an edge in this matchup. They're the hotter team, and their balanced attack gives them an edge. The Eagles' ability to both run and pass effectively makes them a difficult team to defend. However, the Rams are at home, and they have the talent to pull off an upset. This game promises to be a thrilling contest, with both teams having the potential to come out on top. The final word, a night for the history books. This Sunday night football matchup has all the makings of a classic. Two NFC contenders playing at a high level with playoff implications on the line. The Eagles' rushing attack against the Rams' passing game. Jalen Hurts against Aaron Donald. It doesn't get much better than this. Buckle up, football fans, because this one is going down to the wire.
Sunday Night Football returns with a fascinating matchup that promises to keep fans on the edge of their seats. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to MetLife Stadium, ready to take on a formidable opponent. They face the New York Giants, a team that has shown remarkable resilience this season. Kickoff is set for 8:20 p.m. Eastern, a prime-time slot that guarantees maximum viewership. Before we get started here, click subscribe and like for more content. Both teams enter with compelling narratives that add layers of intrigue to this matchup. The Bengals look to rebound from a surprising start to their season, aiming to regain their form. The Giants aim to prove their early success is no fluke, determined to solidify their standing. This game has major playoff implications, making every play and every decision crucial. The Bengals, with Super Bowl aspirations, need a win to stay afloat in the competitive AFC North. Their offense, led by a dynamic quarterback, will be key. The Giants, exceeding expectations, can make a statement with a victory over a top opponent. Their defense has been particularly impressive, shutting down some of the league's best offenses. One thing is certain, this Sunday night showdown promises to be a captivating contest, filled with high stakes and intense action. Fans won't want to miss a single moment of this thrilling game. The Cincinnati Bengals entered the 2023 season with lofty expectations. A Super Bowl appearance in 2022 raised the bar. However, the Bengals have stumbled out of the gate. Their 1-4 record is a far cry from their preseason projections. Quarterback Joe Burrow, while battling a calf injury, has shown flashes of brilliance. Wide receiver Jamar Chase remains a threat. In Chase's last 3 games, he has averaged 132 yards and scored 5 touchdowns. But the Bengals' offense has yet to find its rhythm consistently. The defense has struggled, particularly against the run. Cincinnati needs a spark. A win against the Giants could be the catalyst for a turnaround. The New York Giants have been one of the NFL's early surprises this season, catching the attention of fans and analysts alike. Picked by many to finish near the bottom of the NFC East, the Giants have defied expectations with their impressive performances on the field. Their 4-1 record is a testament to their resilience and improved play on both sides of the ball. Their defense has been a revelation, stepping up in crucial moments and making game-changing plays. Quarterback Daniel Jones, playing with poise and confidence, is silencing his doubters. The Giants have had moments of brilliance and have also shown signs of a sub-500 team. Running back Saquon Barkley provides a dynamic element to their offense. The Giants are playing with a confidence and swagger that has been missing for years. The fans have also played a crucial role, providing unwavering support and creating an electric atmosphere at games. The Bengals and Giants present contrasting styles. Cincinnati relies on a high-powered passing attack. The Giants lean on their defense and a balanced offensive approach. Statistically, the teams are relatively even in several key categories. The Bengals average 22.8 points per game, while the Giants average 20.8. Defensively, the Bengals allow 24.6 points per game, and the Giants give up 19.2. The turnover battle could be crucial. The Bengals have a -2 turnover differential, while the Giants are at +3. Special teams could also play a factor, as both teams have reliable kickers. Oddsmakers speak Bengals favored, but don't count out the Giants. Despite their contrasting records, the Bengals enter Sunday night's matchup as slight favorites. Most sportsbooks have Cincinnati favored by 3.5 points. The over-under for total points scored is set at 47. These odds suggest a closely contested game. The Bengals' offensive firepower, led by Burrow and Chase, is a major reason for their favored status. However, the Giants' defense and home field advantage cannot be overlooked. The Giants have covered the spread in 4 of their 5 games this season. This game could come down to the wire. Player Spotlight. Who will steal the show on Sunday night? Sunday night's game features a plethora of playmakers. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase for the Bengals. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley for the Giants. But a few under-the-radar players could steal the spotlight. Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins, often overshadowed by Chase, is a matchup nightmare. Giants rookie offensive tackle Evan Neal will have his hands full with the Bengals pass rush. On defense, Giants second-year edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux is poised for a breakout game. Keep an eye on these players to make game-changing plays. Intrigue beyond the scoreboard. Storylines to follow. Beyond the on-field action, several storylines add intrigue to this matchup. The Bengals are looking to avoid their worst start since 2019. They should feel really good about getting back in the win column against the Giants. The Giants haven't started a season 5-1 since 2009. They had a win total of 6.5 before the season, and nobody would have expected the Giants to be such short underdogs. For Bengals head coach Zach Taylor, a win would quiet some of the critics questioning his job security. For Giants head coach Brian Daboll, a victory would further solidify his case for Coach of the Year. There's also the added element of playing on Sunday Night Football, with the national spotlight shining bright. The verdict is a high-stakes matchup with playoff implications. The Bengals versus Giants game is more than just a Week 6 matchup. It's a pivotal clash that could shape the playoff landscape for both teams. It's a game with significant playoff implications for both teams. A win here could be the difference between making the playoffs or watching from home. The Bengals need a win to keep pace in the highly competitive AFC. Joe Burrow and his dynamic offense must bring their A-game to stay in the hunt. The Giants, on the other hand, can solidify their place as a legitimate contender with a victory over a quality opponent. A win would boost their confidence and standing. The Bengals' offense, when clicking, is one of the most explosive in the NFL. Their ability to score quickly and often makes them a formidable opponent. The Giants' defense is playing with a chip on their shoulder. They have been underestimated all season and are eager to prove their doubters wrong. This game could come down to which unit can impose its will. The battle in the trenches will be fierce, with each side looking to dominate the line of scrimmage. The Giants have the advantage of playing at home, with their passionate fans creating a hostile environment. However, the Bengals' sense of urgency and determination might be the difference. Both teams know what's at stake, and neither will back down easily. Final thoughts: get ready for a Sunday night thriller. Sunday night's game between the Bengals and Giants has all the makings of a classic. Two teams on opposite ends of the spectrum, both desperate for a win. A raucous MetLife Stadium crowd. The bright lights of prime time. Expect a hard-fought, physical game with plenty of twists and turns. This might be the biggest fish bet on the board. Neither team has been super impressive, yet the Giants are at home, and the Bengals are 1-4. Why would the spread be nearly 4 points for a team that has yet to win a game? It sounds too good to be true to be on the Giants. I like the Bengals to continue to get healthy and use their weapons to their benefit. The Bengals have the firepower to win a shootout, but the Giants' defense and home field advantage make them a live underdog. The Giants. Tyrone Tracy Jr. ran the ball for 129 yards in his last game against the Seahawks. Don't be surprised if this one comes down to the final possession. The Bengals are 2-3 against the spread this season. Click like and subscribe for more content. And buckle up, football fans, it's going to be a wild ride. The over is 4-1 this season in the 5 Bengals games.
Get ready, folks, for a thrilling Sunday night football matchup as the Seattle Seahawks host the Green Bay Packers at Lumen Field. Kickoff is set for 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC and Peacock. Both teams are vying for playoff positioning, making this a must-win game. Before we start, folks, please subscribe and like to this channel for more exciting content. The Seahawks lead the NFC West with a strong record. The Packers are in a tight race in the NFC North. The atmosphere at Lumen Field will be electric as these two teams clash. So, how to bet on this game? What is the betting strategy? The Packers enter the game as slight favorites. This means that the odds makers believe Green Bay has a marginal edge over Seattle, but the game is expected to be competitive. The spread is Packers -2.5 at -115. This indicates that bettors need Green Bay to win by at least 3 points to cover the spread, and Seahawks +2.5 at -105. Conversely, Seattle can either win outright or lose by 2 points or fewer for their backers to cash in. The money line favors Green Bay at -135, meaning a $135 bet on the Packers would yield a $100 profit if they win, while Seattle sits at +114. A $100 bet on the Seahawks would return $114 if they pull off the victory. The over and under for total points is set at 45.5, suggesting that the combined score of both teams is expected to be around this number. Green Bay's record against the spread this season is 7-6, indicating they have covered the spread in just over half of their games, including 4-4 against the spread as favorites of 2.5 points or more. This shows they have been inconsistent when expected to win by a small margin. 6 of their 13 games have gone over the total. This suggests that their games often feature high-scoring affairs. Seattle stands at 6-7 against the spread, reflecting their struggles to consistently meet betting expectations, with a 3-3 record as underdogs of 2.5 points or more. This indicates they have been a coin flip in these situations. 7 of their 13 games have gone over. This points to Seattle's tendency to be involved in high-scoring games as well. The Seahawks have been playing exceptional football, particularly on defense. Since Week 9, they rank second in the NFL in EPA per play allowed. Their run defense has been especially impressive, which will be crucial against Green Bay's strong rushing attack. Quarterback Geno Smith has been efficient, managing the game and limiting turnovers. Seattle's home field advantage at Lumen Field is a major factor, known for its loud and passionate fans. The Packers boast a balanced offense, capable of moving the ball both on the ground and through the air. Quarterback Jordan Love has shown flashes of brilliance but has also struggled with consistency, especially on the road. Running back Aaron Jones is a dynamic playmaker who can gash defenses for big gains. Green Bay's defense has been solid but not spectacular, relying on a strong pass rush to disrupt opposing quarterbacks. They will need to contain Geno Smith and limit big plays from the Seahawks receivers. Key players to watch. Keep an eye on these key players who could have a significant impact on the game. For the Seahawks, several players stand out as potential game changers. Zach Charbonnet, the running back. With Kenneth Walker III's status uncertain, Charbonnet will shoulder the load in the running game. His ability to find gaps and break through tackles will be crucial. He is coming off a breakout performance in Week 14, rushing for 115 yards and a touchdown while adding 78 receiving yards and another score. His dual threat capability makes him a versatile weapon for the Seahawks. DK Metcalf, the wide receiver. Metcalf is a physical specimen with a knack for making big plays. His speed and strength make him a constant deep threat. He is a matchup nightmare for opposing cornerbacks and will be a primary target for Geno Smith, especially in the red zone. Metcalf's ability to outmuscle defenders and make contested catches is unparalleled. Satawa Luamea, the right guard. The rookie right guard has exceeded expectations this season, providing steady protection for Geno Smith. His ability to hold the line and create running lanes has been a pleasant surprise for the Seahawks. He will be tasked with slowing down the Packers' interior pass rush, which features Kenny Clark. And for the Packers, there are also key players to watch. Jordan Love, the quarterback. Love's performance will be crucial for the Packers' success. He needs to protect the football and make smart decisions against a stingy Seahawks defense. His ability to read the defense and make quick adjustments will be tested. On the road this season, Love has thrown for 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. His consistency and decision-making will be under the spotlight. Aaron Jones, the running back. Jones is the engine that drives the Packers' offense. His ability to break tackles and gain extra yards makes him a constant threat. He is a threat to score every time he touches the ball, both as a runner and a receiver. His versatility allows the Packers to use him in various offensive schemes. Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker. Gary is a disruptive force off the edge, capable of wreaking havoc in the backfield. His speed and power make him a formidable pass rusher. He will be looking to pressure Geno Smith and force turnovers. Gary's ability to disrupt the quarterback's rhythm could be a game-changer for the Packers' defense. Injury report. This week we have several key players listed on the injury report, which could significantly impact their team's performances. The Seahawks may be without star running back Kenneth Walker III, who is listed as doubtful with an ankle injury. Walker has been a crucial part of Seattle's offense, providing explosive plays and consistent yardage. His absence would be a significant blow to Seattle's rushing attack, potentially forcing the team to rely more on their passing game or backup running backs. Other Seahawks players listed as questionable include wide receiver Tyler Lockett, with a hamstring issue. Lockett's speed and route running ability make him a key target for the quarterback. Additionally, defensive end Jamal Adams is dealing with a knee injury. Adams is known for his aggressive play and leadership on the field. For the Packers, wide receiver Christian Watson is doubtful with a hip injury. Watson has been a deep threat for Green Bay, stretching defenses and creating opportunities for other receivers. His absence would limit Green Bay's downfield passing attack, making it easier for opposing defenses to focus on other aspects of their offense. Starting left tackle David Bakhtiari is questionable with a knee injury. Bakhtiari is a cornerstone of the Packers' offensive line, protecting the quarterback's blind side. His potential absence could impact their pass protection, putting more pressure on the quarterback and affecting the overall offensive strategy. These injuries could have a major impact on the game, influencing both teams' game plans and potentially the outcome of the match. So be sure to check the final injury reports before kickoff to stay updated on which players will be available and how their absences might affect the game. Historical context and predictions. Historically, the Seahawks have dominated this matchup at home. Seattle has won the last 10 meetings against the Packers at Lumen Field, dating back to 2009. Expert predictions are divided, with some favoring Green Bay's experience and offensive firepower, while others believe Seattle's home field advantage and strong defense will be the deciding factors. Some recommended bets include Seahawks moneyline at plus 126. Seattle's strong home record against Green Bay and their recent defensive prowess make them an intriguing underdog bet. Jordan Love, over 0.5 interceptions at minus 130. Love has been prone to turnovers on the road this season, and Seattle's defense excels at forcing interceptions. Playoff picture. This game has significant playoff implications for both teams. The Seahawks are currently in first place in the NFC West, and are looking to maintain their lead and secure a home playoff game. A win over the Packers would be a huge step in that direction. The Packers are in a tight race for a wildcard spot in the NFC. Every game is crucial for them down the stretch, and a win on the road against a tough Seattle team would be a major boost to their playoff hopes. This Sunday night football matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Green Bay Packers promises to be a hard-fought battle with playoff implications on the line. Tune in to NBC Peacock at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time for what's sure to be an exciting and unpredictable game. Hey folks, it's time to talk about the most exciting part of the NFL season, the Super Bowl predictions for 2025. We've got some thrilling matchups and juicy storylines to discuss. Please hit subscribe for more content. So let's dive right in. First up, the NFC Championship, Commanders versus Eagles. It's happening at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have the home field advantage. But don't count out the Commanders just yet. They've been the underdog heroes of these playoffs, shocking everyone with their strong defense and the stellar play of QB Jaden Daniels. The odds may favor the Eagles, but the Commanders are here to defy expectations once again. My pick? I'm going with the Commanders to pull off another upset. Now, over to the AFC Championship, Bills versus Chiefs. This is going down at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The Chiefs have been a playoff powerhouse with Mahomes leading the charge, but the Bills are bringing in a strong case. With a better rushing attack, fewer turnovers, and an improved Josh Allen, the Bills are poised to finally topple Mahomes in the playoffs. It's going to be a close one, but I'm picking the Bills to edge out the Chiefs. Key storylines to watch. Can the Commanders continue their Cinderella run and take down the Eagles at home? And can Josh Allen finally get that elusive playoff win against Patrick Mahomes? The Chiefs are also chasing a historic Super Bowl three-peat, adding even more pressure to their side. Injuries will play a crucial role too. Keep an eye on Jalen Hurts and Quinyon Mitchell's status for the Eagles. And the Commanders will miss Sam Cosmi with his torn ACL. Home field advantage is significant here, with both the Eagles and Chiefs playing on their own turf. And don't forget, the Chiefs have a ton of playoff experience, making them a dangerous opponent in high-pressure situations. So, what are the potential Super Bowl matchups? We could see the Bills versus Eagles, which would be a clash of titans with high-powered offenses and strong defenses. Or maybe Bills versus Commanders, the ultimate underdog story. How about a rematch of Super Bowl LV Dawn with Chiefs versus Eagles, both teams hungry for redemption. And finally, Chiefs versus Commanders, a David versus Goliath showdown with high stakes. All right, NFL fans, that's a wrap on our Super Bowl 2025 predictions. Who do you think will take home the Lombardi Trophy? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome content. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ready for Monday Night Football action? Miami Dolphins are in slight favors, hosting Tennessee Titans at Hard Rock Stadium. Dolphins without Tua Tagovailoa will rely on backup QB Tyler Huntley to deliver. Titans QB Will Levis needs to step up after a rough start. Keep an eye on Devon Achane, over 3.5 receptions, could be a game changer. Here's the predictions, and don't forget to drop your picks in the comments. Predictions leaning towards Dolphins 1.5, but don't be shocked by an upset.
Sunday Night Showdown, Jets versus Steelers. This is the game that fans have been eagerly waiting for all week. The tension is palpable as these two storied franchises prepare to clash under the bright lights of Sunday Night Football. Get ready for a hard-hitting AFC showdown on Sunday Night Football. The stakes couldn't be higher as both teams are vying for a crucial win that could define their season. Before we start here, folks, please subscribe and share this video for more content. Now, the AFC is known for its fierce competition, and this game is no exception. The New York Jets are traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The journey is not just a physical one, but also a test of their resilience and determination. The Jets have been preparing all week, studying game tapes and strategizing to outmaneuver their opponents. It's a crucial game for both teams as they fight for playoff positioning in a competitive AFC. Every play, every yard, and every decision will be scrutinized as they battle it out on the field. The pressure is immense, and the margin for error is razor thin. The Jets are looking to turn things around. After a series of tough losses, they are hungry for a win. The coaching staff has been working tirelessly to address the weaknesses and capitalize on their strengths. The players are motivated, and the fans are hopeful. The Steelers want to build on a recent win. They have momentum on their side and are looking to extend their winning streak. The team has been firing on all cylinders, with both the offense and defense playing at a high level. The fans in Pittsburgh are known for their unwavering support, and they will be out in full force, creating an electric atmosphere at Heinz Field. Historically, games between the Jets and Steelers have been nothing short of spectacular. From last-minute touchdowns to game-changing interceptions, these matchups have provided some of the most memorable moments in NFL history. Fans can expect another thrilling chapter to be added to this storied rivalry. Key players to watch include the Jets' dynamic quarterback, who has shown flashes of brilliance this season, and the Steelers' formidable defensive line, known for their relentless pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The individual battles within the game will be just as intriguing as the overall contest. The excitement isn't just limited to the players on the field. Fans from both sides have been gearing up for this game, with tailgating parties, team merchandise, and face paint. The community spirit and camaraderie are on full display, making it a celebration of football. As the sun sets and the stadium lights come on, the anticipation reaches a fever pitch. The atmosphere is electric, and the stage is set for an unforgettable night of football. Whether you're watching from the stands or tuning in from home, this is a game you won't want to miss. So, mark your calendars and get ready for an epic showdown. The Jets versus Steelers on Sunday Night Football promises to be a game filled with drama, excitement, and unforgettable moments. Who will emerge victorious? Tune in to find out. Jets' recent struggles. The Jets enter Sunday night's game with a disappointing record. They are coming off a tough loss to their division rivals, the Buffalo Bills. The offense has struggled to find its rhythm. The defense has shown flashes of brilliance but needs to be more consistent. Steelers seeking consistency. The Steelers have had an up-and-down season so far. They've shown they can compete with the best teams in the league. However, they've also suffered some head-scratching losses. The Steelers are hoping to string together some wins and climb the AFC North standings. The Davante Adams trade. The New York Jets made a significant move just before the trade deadline, acquiring star wide receiver Davante Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. This trade has sent shockwaves through the NFL, as Adams is widely regarded as one of the best wide receivers in the league. His ability to make big plays and his exceptional route-running skills make him a valuable asset for any team. Adams is a game-changer on offense. His presence on the field demands attention from opposing defenses, often requiring double coverage, which in turn opens up opportunities for other receivers. His ability to make contested catches and his knack for finding the end zone make him a constant threat. With Adams in the lineup, he immediately upgrades the Jets' passing attack. The Jets have struggled in recent years to find consistency in their passing game, but Adams' arrival brings a new level of excitement and potential. Fans are hopeful that his addition will lead to more explosive plays and higher-scoring games. It remains to be seen how quickly he can build chemistry with quarterback Zach Wilson. Wilson, who is in his second year in the NFL, has shown flashes of brilliance, but has also faced challenges. The development of a strong connection between Wilson and Adams will be crucial for the Jets' success. Training sessions and practice games will be key in developing this chemistry, and fans will be eagerly watching to see how this dynamic duo performs on the field. Adams expressed his excitement about joining the Jets during a recent press conference. He mentioned that he is looking forward to the challenge and is eager to contribute to the team's success. He also highlighted the potential he sees in Zach Wilson and the rest of the Jets' offense. Adams' leadership and experience will be invaluable to the younger players on the team. The trade has also energized the Jets' fan base. Merchandise with Adams' name and number has been flying off the shelves, and ticket sales have seen a noticeable increase. The excitement surrounding the team is palpable, and fans are hopeful that this move will mark the beginning of a new era of success for the Jets. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on Davante Adams and his impact on the Jets. Will he be the missing piece that propels the team to the playoffs? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The Davante Adams trade has brought a renewed sense of hope and excitement to the New York Jets and their fans. The Steelers have a quarterback question of their own. Veteran Russell Wilson, acquired in the offseason, has not lived up to expectations. He's been hampered by injuries and inconsistent play. Head coach Mike Tomlin has a decision to make. Does he stick with Wilson or turn to a backup? The experts are divided on this matchup. Some believe the Jets' new offensive weapon, Davante Adams, will be the difference maker. Others think the Steelers' defense will be too much for the struggling Jets to handle. What to watch for? This game has several intriguing storylines. Keep an eye on the Jets' offense with Davante Adams in the mix. Can Zach Wilson get him the ball? On the other side, how will the Steelers' defense, led by TJ Watt, try to contain Adams? Offensive fireworks or defensive struggle? Will this be a high-scoring affair or a defensive battle? Both teams have the potential for offensive explosiveness. The Jets have a new weapon in Adams. The Steelers have playmakers like Najee Harris and George Pickens. However, both teams also boast strong defenses. The AFC playoff picture. This game has significant playoff implications. The AFC is loaded with talented teams. Every win is crucial. The Jets need a win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The Steelers are looking to solidify their standing in the wildcard race. Final thoughts. A must-watch matchup. Sunday night's game between the Jets and Steelers promises to be a compelling matchup. Both teams have shown flashes of brilliance this season, and this game could be a turning point for either side. The Jets, with their dynamic offense and aggressive defense, will be looking to make a statement. Meanwhile, the Steelers, known for their resilience and strategic play, are eager to prove they are still a force to be reckoned with. With playoff implications on the line and intriguing storylines aplenty, this is a game you won't want to miss. The Jets are fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive, while the Steelers are aiming to solidify their position in the postseason. Key players to watch include the Jets' star quarterback, who has been lighting up the scoreboard, and the Steelers' veteran linebacker, whose leadership on the field is unmatched. The coaching strategies will also be fascinating to observe, as both teams have shown a knack for making crucial adjustments during the game. Tune in to see which team takes a step forward in the AFC playoff race. The atmosphere is expected to be electric, with fans from both sides bringing their energy and passion to the stadium. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a casual viewer, this game has all the ingredients for an unforgettable night of football. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. From the pre-game analysis to the final whistle, every moment will be packed with excitement and drama. So grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready for a thrilling showdown between two of the league's most storied franchises.
Here comes Sunday Night Football. Cowboys versus Steelers, let's break it down. Week 5. Sunday Night Football has the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Early favorites? The Steelers, despite last week's hiccup against the Colts. Why? Their defense is rock solid. Najee Harris is expected to run wild against a wobbly Dallas defense. Now, is Steelers able to cover the -2.5 spread? What are your thoughts? Drop your prediction in the comments. Both teams enter this Sunday night's matchup with serious concerns about their Super Bowl upside.
The Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers are set to clash in a highly anticipated Sunday Night Football matchup. The game takes place at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Both teams are looking to make a statement in the highly competitive NFC. Before we get started, folks, please subscribe to this channel and share for more content. The Cowboys enter the game with a 3-3 record. They are coming off a bye week after a tough loss to the Detroit Lions. The 49ers are also 3-3. They are looking to bounce back from a loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. This game has major playoff implications for both teams. This matchup is a classic NFC rivalry. The Cowboys and 49ers have a long history of memorable games, including multiple NFC championship clashes. The rivalry is renewed on a national stage, with both teams fighting for playoff positioning. This game features a star-studded cast of players on both sides of the ball. For the Cowboys, quarterback Dak Prescott leads the way. Prescott is a dynamic playmaker with a strong arm and the ability to extend plays. CeeDee Lamb is a top target for Prescott. Lamb is a dynamic receiver with exceptional speed and route-running abilities. On defense, the Cowboys will rely on linebacker Micah Parsons. Parsons is a versatile defender who can rush the passer and drop back in coverage. The 49ers counter with their own offensive weapons. Quarterback Brock Purdy has exceeded expectations since taking over as the starter. Purdy's poise and accuracy have impressed many. Christian McCaffrey is a dual-threat running back who can hurt defenses as a runner and receiver. Tight end George Kittle is a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses. Injuries are always a factor in the NFL, and this game is no exception. The Cowboys will be without linebacker Micah Parsons, who is sidelined with an ankle injury. Parsons' absence is a significant blow to the Cowboys' defense. The 49ers, meanwhile, have several players listed as questionable, including wide receiver Deebo Samuel and Juwan Jennings. Samuel is dealing with an illness, while Jennings is nursing a knee injury. The availability of Samuel and Jennings will be a key factor to watch leading up to kickoff. The Cowboys will need to find ways to generate pressure on Purdy without Parsons. Leighton Vander Esch and the rest of the linebacker corps will need to step up. The 49ers, on the other hand, will need to rely on their depth at receiver if Samuel and Jennings are unable to go. Brandon Ayuk and the rest of the receiving corps will need to fill the void. Just a quick reminder, folks, please take a second to subscribe to this channel for more content. The Cowboys' offense will face a stiff test against the 49ers' formidable defense. Dallas likes to air it out. Prescott is a pass-first quarterback, and the Cowboys have a talented group of receivers. However, the 49ers boast one of the best defenses in the league. The 49ers are led by defensive end Nick Bosa, who is a dominant pass rusher. San Francisco's defense is known for its physicality and ability to generate pressure on the quarterback. The Cowboys' offensive line will need to protect Prescott and give him time to throw. The Cowboys will likely try to establish the run early to slow down the 49ers' pass rush. Running back Tony Pollard will need to have a big game for Dallas to be successful. The Cowboys' offensive line will need to win the battle in the trenches. If the Cowboys can protect Prescott and establish the run, they will have a chance to put up points. Section 5. 49ers offense versus Cowboys defense. Can Dallas contain the run? The 49ers offense presents a different challenge for the Cowboys defense. San Francisco is a run-first team. McCaffrey is the focal point of the 49ers offense. He is a threat to break a big play every time he touches the ball. The Cowboys defense will need to be disciplined and tackle well to slow down McCaffrey and the 49ers' rushing attack. Dallas will need to be physical at the point of attack and prevent McCaffrey from getting to the second level of the defense. The Cowboys will also need to be aware of the 49ers' play-action passing game. Purdy is effective at selling the run and finding receivers downfield. The Cowboys' secondary will need to be disciplined and not get caught out of position. If the Cowboys can contain McCaffrey and limit the 49ers' big plays, they will have a good chance to win the game. Section 6. X Factors. The hidden keys to victory. Beyond the star players and key matchups, there are always a few X factors that could decide the outcome of the game. These hidden elements often go unnoticed, but can be the difference between winning and losing. For the Cowboys, one X factor is the play of their special teams. Special teams can change the momentum of the game in an instant. Special teams can often be overlooked, but they can play a crucial role in close games. A single return or blocked kick can shift the tide. The Cowboys will need to win the field position battle and avoid any costly mistakes on special teams. Field position can dictate the flow of the game. Another X factor for the Cowboys is their ability to create turnovers. Turnovers can provide a significant advantage. The Cowboys' defense has struggled to force turnovers this season. This has been a weak point that they need to address. For the 49ers, one X factor is the play of their offensive line. The offensive line's performance is crucial for the team's success. The 49ers' offensive line has been banged up this season. Injuries have taken a toll on their effectiveness. They will need to protect Purdy and give him time to throw the ball. A well-protected quarterback can make all the difference. The 49ers have struggled at times to convert red zone opportunities into touchdowns. This inefficiency can be costly in tight games. If they can be more efficient in the red zone against the Cowboys, it will go a long way towards securing a victory. Red zone efficiency is often the key to winning close contests. Section 7. Coaching Carousel, Shanahan versus McCarthy. This game also features a fascinating coaching matchup between Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers and Mike McCarthy of the Cowboys. Both coaches bring unique styles and philosophies to the table, making this a compelling duel. Shanahan is considered one of the brightest offensive minds in the NFL. His ability to design complex plays and adapt in real time sets him apart from many of his peers. He is known for his innovative play calling and ability to scheme open receivers. His offensive schemes often leave defenses scrambling to adjust. McCarthy, on the other hand, is a veteran coach with a Super Bowl ring on his resume. His experience in high-stakes games is invaluable. McCarthy is known for his leadership and ability to get the most out of his players. His motivational skills and strategic adjustments are key strengths. The coaching chess match between Shanahan and McCarthy will be a key storyline to watch throughout the game. Their decisions and adjustments could swing the momentum at any moment. Shanahan will likely try to exploit the Cowboys' weaknesses on defense. His knack for identifying and attacking vulnerabilities is well documented. He will look to get McCaffrey in space and create mismatches with his receivers. Utilizing McCaffrey's versatility will be crucial for the 49ers' success. McCarthy, meanwhile, will need to come up with a game plan that can slow down the 49ers' offense while also giving his own offense a chance to succeed. Balancing both aspects will be a significant challenge. The coaching battle could very well determine the outcome of this game. Every play call, every adjustment, and every decision will be under the microscope as these two masterminds go head-to-head. Section 8. Momentum swings, recent performances and trends. Both the Cowboys and 49ers have had their ups and downs this season, showcasing moments of brilliance and periods of struggle. The Cowboys have shown flashes of brilliance, with their offense and defense clicking at times, but they have also been plagued by inconsistency, which has cost them crucial games. The 49ers, meanwhile, have been hit hard by injuries to key players, but they have still managed to remain competitive, showing their depth and resilience. The Cowboys are coming off a bye week, which should give them a chance to get healthy, make necessary adjustments, and refine their strategies. The 49ers, on the other hand, are coming off a tough loss to the Chiefs, a game that exposed some of their vulnerabilities. The Cowboys will be looking to build on their win over the Giants 2 weeks ago, a victory that boosted their confidence. They will need to play with a sense of urgency and desperation, knowing that every game is crucial for their playoff hopes. The 49ers, meanwhile, will be looking to get back on track after their loss to the Chiefs, aiming to correct their mistakes. They will need to play with discipline, focus, and avoid making costly mistakes that could derail their efforts. The team that can establish momentum early on and maintain it throughout the game will have a significant advantage in this highly anticipated matchup. Section 9. Predictions and final thoughts. Who will emerge victorious? This game is shaping up to be a close one. Both the Cowboys and 49ers are evenly matched, and the game could go either way. The Cowboys have the edge on offense, but the 49ers have the edge on defense. The coaching matchup between Shanahan and McCarthy is also a toss-up. Ultimately, the game will likely come down to a few key plays. The team that makes the fewest mistakes and capitalizes on its opportunities will emerge victorious. I'm going to give a slight edge to the 49ers in this one. I think their defense will be the difference maker. I predict the 49ers will win a close, hard-fought game by a score of 24-20. However, don't be surprised if the Cowboys pull off the upset. This game has all the makings of a classic. Section 10. Tune in. Don't miss the action. The Cowboys vs 49ers game is sure to be one of the most exciting games of the week. Be sure to tune in to NBC this Sunday night to catch all the action. Kickoff is set for 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. You won't want to miss it.
Hey folks, get ready for a Sunday night thriller. The atmosphere is electric, the stakes are high, and the fans are ready for an unforgettable showdown. The San Francisco 49ers are set to clash with the Buffalo Bills in a game that promises fireworks. Both teams have storied histories and passionate fan bases, making this matchup one for the ages. But this isn't just another Week 13 matchup. This game carries the weight of an entire season for both teams, with playoff implications hanging in the balance. This is a story of two teams on completely different trajectories. One team is soaring high, while the other is struggling to find its footing. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel for more exciting content. The Bills, standing tall at 9-2, are riding a wave of dominance. Led by their star quarterback Josh Allen, they have been a force to be reckoned with all season. They're hungry for a Super Bowl run. The team has been building momentum and their eyes are firmly set on the ultimate prize. The 49ers, on the other hand, are battling a Super Bowl hangover. After last season's heartbreak, they have struggled to regain their form. They're 5-6 and fighting for their playoff lives. Every game is a must-win for them, and the pressure is mounting. The Bills enter this game as heavy favorites. Their offense has been nearly unstoppable, and their defense has been equally impressive. They've been steamrolling opponents, boasting one of the league's most explosive offenses. With a balanced attack and a deep roster, they are a formidable opponent. The 49ers, plagued by injuries and inconsistent play, face an uphill battle. Key players have been sidelined, and the team has had to rely on backups to step up. The question on everyone's mind, can the 49ers pull off a miraculous upset? They have shown flashes of brilliance, but can they put it all together when it matters most? Or will the Bills continue their march to the playoffs? With their current form, they look unstoppable, but in the NFL, anything can happen. This game is set to be a classic with both teams leaving it all on the field. The Buffalo Bills are on a mission. This season, they have shown an incredible level of determination and skill that has left fans and analysts alike in awe. From the very first game, it was clear that this team was different. They came out with a fire and intensity that set the tone for the rest of the season. They're not just winning games, they're making statements. Each victory is a testament to their hard work, strategy, and unyielding spirit. The players have embraced a winning mentality, and it shows in every play, every drive, and every touchdown. A 6-game winning streak has propelled them to the top of the AFC East. This streak is not just a fluke, it's the result of meticulous preparation, excellent coaching, and the players' relentless pursuit of excellence. The Bills have faced tough opponents and have come out on top, proving their mettle time and again. They're playing with a swagger and confidence that's hard to ignore. This team believes in itself, and that belief is contagious. The energy on the field is electric, and it's clear that the players are feeding off each other's enthusiasm and drive. This is a team that's firing on all cylinders. Offense, defense, special teams, every aspect of their game is clicking. The coordination and synergy among the players are evident, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Josh Allen is playing like an MVP candidate, picking apart defenses with his arm and legs. His leadership on the field is undeniable, and his ability to make plays under pressure has been a key factor in the Bills' success. Allen's versatility and athleticism make him a dual threat that defenses struggle to contain. Stefon Diggs is a nightmare for opposing cornerbacks, making spectacular catches look routine. His chemistry with Josh Allen is palpable, and together they form one of the most dynamic duos in the league. Diggs' route-running hands and ability to make plays after the catch have been instrumental in the Bills' offensive prowess. The Bills' offense is a well-oiled machine, putting up points with ease. The offensive line has been stellar, providing Allen with the protection he needs to make big plays. The wide receivers and running backs have also stepped up, making crucial plays and keeping the chains moving. They're coming off a bye week, well-rested, and ready to unleash their fury on the 49 ERs. This break has given them time to recover, regroup, and refocus on their goals. The team is more determined than ever to continue their winning ways and make a deep playoff run. The Buffalo Bills are truly a force to be reckoned with, and the rest of the league better take notice. The San Francisco 49ers are a team searching for answers. They began the season with Super Bowl aspirations, but injuries and inconsistent play have derailed their campaign. The once vaunted defense has shown cracks, and the offense has struggled to find its rhythm. The loss to the Packers last week exposed their vulnerabilities. Key players like Deebo Samuel and George Kittle are sidelined with injuries. The biggest question mark hangs over quarterback Brock Purdy. His status for Sunday night is uncertain, leaving the 49ers in a precarious situation. Can they overcome the odds and pull off an upset? The battle in the trenches will be crucial. The 49ers' defensive line, led by Nick Bosa, will need to pressure Josh Allen and disrupt the Bills' passing attack. On offense, the 49ers need to establish the run to control the clock and keep the Bills' offense off the field. The matchup between the 49ers secondary and the Bills' wide receivers will be another key factor. Stefon Diggs is a game-changer, and the 49ers will need to find a way to contain him. If Brock Purdy does play, his ability to make quick decisions and avoid turnovers will be paramount. Can David slay Goliath? The odds and predictions. The odds makers don't give the 49ers much of a chance. The Bills are currently favored by 7 points, with a money line of -300. The over-under is set at 45 points. Experts are predicting a comfortable Bills victory, with some predicting a blowout. experts unanimously picked the Bills to win, with score predictions ranging from 26-14 to 33-24. The consensus is clear: the Bills are the overwhelming favorites, but as we know, anything can happen on any given Sunday. 49ers potential for an upset. Despite the odds, don't count out the San Francisco 49ers. This team has a history of defying expectations and rising to the occasion when it matters most. This is a team that thrives on adversity. When the going gets tough, the 49ers get tougher. Their resilience is a testament to their character and determination. They've overcome their fair share of challenges in recent years, and they're not afraid of a fight. Injuries, tough losses, and fierce competition have only made them stronger. They have a knack for pulling off improbable victories. Time and again, they've shown that they can come from behind and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. If Brock Purdy is healthy enough to play, he could be the spark the 49ers need. His leadership and playmaking abilities are crucial to the team's success. He showed flashes of brilliance last season, leading them to the NFC Championship game. His poise under pressure and ability to make big plays in critical moments were key factors in their deep playoff run. The 49ers defense, while not as dominant as in years past, is still capable of making big plays. They have a solid core of players who can step up when needed. If they can force a few turnovers, the 49ers could swing the momentum in their favor. Turnovers can be game changers, and the 49ers defense has the potential to create those opportunities. With a combination of a resilient offense led by Brock Purdy and a defense that can make crucial stops, the 49ers have all the ingredients for a potential upset. Their journey this season is one to watch closely as they aim to defy the odds and make a deep playoff run once again. Get ready for fireworks, final predictions, and hype. Sunday night's game promises to be a captivating showdown. The Bills are a force to be reckoned with, but the 49ers have a history of defying expectations. Will the Bills continue their dominant run, or will the 49ers pull off a stunning upset? One thing's for sure: this is a game you won't want to miss. The atmosphere in Buffalo will be electric as the Bills faithful cheer on their team. The 49ers, though underdogs, will be ready to battle. Don't miss the action game details and conclusion. The stage is set for an epic Sunday night football showdown. The San Francisco 49ers, facing an uphill battle, will look to shock the world against the high-flying Buffalo Bills. Will we witness the Bills' continued dominance, or will the 49ers script an improbable upset? Tune in to NBC this Sunday, December 1st, at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time to find out. Don't miss a moment of the action. In the heart of Missouri, a team's dream burns bright. The Kansas City Chiefs, hungry for glory, set their sights on Super Bowl 2025. Here is the Chiefs' epic journey to Super Bowl 2025. As the 2024 season kicks off, expectations are high. The Chiefs, led by their star quarterback, start strong. Week 1, and they're off to a flying start. A dominant win sets the tone for what's to come. By week 4, they've already made a statement. Their offense is clicking, their defense impenetrable. Week 8 brings a nail-biter against their division rivals, down by 6 with seconds left on the clock. The quarterback drops back, scans the field, launches a perfect spiral. Touchdown! Oh yeah, folks, Chiefs win in dramatic fashion. As the season progresses, the Chiefs continue to impress. Their teamwork and determination shine through every game. Week 12, and they face a crucial matchup. A win here could secure their playoff berth. The tension is palpable as the game comes down to the wire. But the Chiefs' defense stands tall, sealing the victory. With that win, they clinch a spot in the playoffs. But they're not done yet. The Chiefs have their eyes on the prize. The postseason arrives bringing new challenges, but the Chiefs are ready, more focused than ever. In the divisional round, they face a tough opponent. It's a battle from start to finish. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. The Chiefs trail by 4. This is where legends are made. It's a defensive slugfest. Every yard is hard-fought, every point crucial. As the final seconds tick away, the Chiefs cling to a narrow lead. The opposing quarterback launches a Hail Mary, intercepted. The Chiefs have done it. They're going to Super Bowl 2025. But the journey isn't over. One final challenge awaits. The Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 2025. 2 weeks of preparation, of anticipation. The entire football world watches and waits. As Super Bowl Sunday approaches, the question on everyone's mind, will the Chiefs' epic journey end in triumph? Years of hard work, months of grueling games all come down to this moment. In just a few days, we'll have our answer. The biggest game of the year is almost here. Will the Chiefs add another chapter to their legacy, or will the Eagles dash their dreams? One thing's for certain, this Super Bowl will be one for the ages. Don't miss a second of the action. I'm Jack Thompson, and I've been covering the NFL for over 2 decades. But let me tell you folks, I've never seen anything quite like this Eagles team. As the 2024 season kicked off, the Philadelphia Eagles were hungry for success. Their first major test came against the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles soared to victory, setting the tone for the season. Quarterback Jalen Hurts was a force to be reckoned with, both in the air and on the ground. And let's not forget about that defensive line. They were absolutely relentless. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Injuries and tough losses tested their resolve. Yet time and again they proved their critics wrong. Remember that game against the 49ers? Pure magic. Hurts connected with Devonta Smith for a last-second touchdown that had the whole city of Philadelphia on its feet. As they entered the playoffs, the Eagles were firing on all cylinders. Their divisional round victory was a masterclass in teamwork and strategy. The running game was unstoppable, grinding out yards and wearing down the opposition. Then came the NFC Championship. The tension was palpable. It was a back-and-forth battle that kept fans on the edge of their seats until the very end. And with that final touchdown, the Eagles punched their ticket to Super Bowl 2025. The city erupted in celebration. From Broad Street to the Art Museum steps, it was a sea of green. Now, they face their toughest challenge yet, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, led by the indomitable Patrick Mahomes, are no strangers to the big stage, but neither are these Eagles. They've battled adversity all season and come out stronger. It's been an incredible journey and it's not over yet. The Eagles' offense, with its mix of aerial assault and ground game, will be put to the test. And that defense? They'll need to be at their absolute best to contain the Chiefs' high-powered offense. Will the Eagles soar to victory? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, this Super Bowl is going to be one for the history books. From Philadelphia to Superdome in New Orleans, the stage is set for an epic showdown. 2 teams, 1 goal, and a nation of fans holding their breath. The Eagles have shown us time and again that they have what it takes. Now it all comes down to one game. 60 minutes to etch their names in NFL history. So buckle up, football fans. This is going to be a ride you won't want to miss. The Philadelphia Eagles' road to Super Bowl 2025 has been nothing short of extraordinary. Super Bowl 2025, the grandest stage in American football where legends are made and dreams are either realized or shattered. The biggest stage in football. The atmosphere was electric, with fans from all over the country filling the stands, their excitement palpable. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs were stunned. The team, known for their resilience and high-octane offense, found themselves in an unexpected predicament. Shutout, in the first half, by the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that had meticulously prepared to counter every move the Chiefs made. Never before had Mahomes experienced such humiliation. The weight of the moment was evident on his face, a stark contrast to his usual confident demeanor. The Eagles' defense, a force of nature, stifled the Chiefs' every move. Their relentless pressure and strategic brilliance were on full display. It was an unfamiliar position for the usually explosive Mahomes. The pressure was on. Fans watched in disbelief, unable to comprehend the unfolding drama. The Chiefs, known for their offensive firepower, were neutralized. Their plays, which usually dazzled, were now met with fierce resistance. The Eagles' game plan was flawless. Every move was calculated, every play executed with precision. They pressured Mahomes, disrupted passing lanes, and forced turnovers. The Chiefs' offense was in disarray. The Chiefs looked lost, their usually potent offense reduced to a shadow of its former self. The frustration was palpable. The first half ended with a deafening silence from the Chiefs' faithful. The once roaring crowd was now a sea of stunned faces, grappling with the unexpected turn of events. The statistics painted a grim picture. The numbers were stark and unforgiving, a testament to the Chiefs' struggles. The Chiefs were down 24-0 at halftime. It was a scoreline that shocked fans and analysts alike, a deficit rarely seen in Mahomes' era. The fans were in disbelief, and the tension was palpable. They managed a meager 23 total yards in the first half, an embarrassing low. Penalties plagued their drives, stalling any progress. Turnovers halted any momentum they tried to build. Each mistake was a nail in the coffin of their first-half performance. The Chiefs had more penalties and turnovers than first downs. It was a chaotic and uncharacteristic display. Mahomes, the maestro of the no-look pass, looked flustered. His usual composure was nowhere to be found, his passer rating, a dismal 10.7, a number that seemed almost impossible for a player of his caliber. He completed a mere 6 of 14 passes for a measly 33 yards. Each incomplete pass added to the mounting frustration. The usually automatic Chiefs' offense was 0 for 6 on third-down conversions. It was a stark contrast to their usual efficiency, an uncharacteristic display of ineptitude. The team seemed lost, unable to find their rhythm. The Eagles' defense had exposed cracks in the Chiefs' armor. They capitalized on every mistake, turning them into opportunities. Cracks no one knew existed. The first half was a wake-up call, a reminder that even the best can falter. The Eagles' defense was a sight to behold. From the very first snap, they set the tone for the game with their relentless energy and determination. They swarmed to the ball. They tackled with ferocity. Every player knew their role and executed it to perfection, creating a wall that the Chiefs struggled to break through. They anticipated Mahomes' every move. The pressure they applied was relentless, forcing him into making uncharacteristic mistakes. The Eagles' defensive coordinator had clearly done his homework. His game plan was executed flawlessly, leaving the Chiefs' offense scrambling for answers. Jalen Hurts, the Eagles' quarterback, watched from the sidelines. He knew that the defense's performance was crucial to their success. He had outgained the entire Chiefs' offense with his rushing yards alone. His dual threat capability kept the Chiefs' defense on their toes. The Eagles' secondary blanketed the Chiefs' receivers. Their coverage was tight, making it difficult for Mahomes to find open targets. Their defensive line dominated the line of scrimmage. They consistently broke through, disrupting the Chiefs' offensive rhythm. It was a defensive clinic. Every play was a testament to their preparation and execution. The Eagles were playing with a chip on their shoulder. They had something to prove, and they were doing it with every snap. They were hungry for a Super Bowl victory. Their focus and intensity were unmatched, and they weren't going to let Patrick Mahomes stand in their way. Their determination was evident, and they played like champions. This game would be talked about for years to come. Could Mahomes recover from such a devastating first half? Or would this be the game that tarnished his legacy? The weight of the moment was heavy. The eyes of the world were watching. Mahomes was a fierce competitor. He had faced adversity before. But this was different. This was the Super Bowl. And the Eagles were playing like a team possessed. The second half would determine whether this game would be a blip on Mahomes' radar or a defining moment in his career. The pressure was on.
Don't sleep on Cam Ward. He might not have the same hype as Williams, but trust me, he's got skills. Ward's got this uncanny ability to extend plays, and his accuracy under pressure, it's off the charts. He's projected to go high, and I wouldn't be surprised if a team trades up to snag him. I mean, if I was running a team, which, let's face it, would be hilarious, I'd be all over this guy. But hey, it's not all about the QBs. Let's talk defense for a sec. Will Anderson Jr. and Jalen Carter? These guys are monsters. Anderson's edge rushing skills are insane. I've seen him blow past offensive linemen like they're not even there. And Carter? He's a human wrecking ball in the middle. On the offensive side, keep your eyes on Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, you heard that right. Son of the legend himself. And let me tell you, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Then we've got guys like Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter making waves. The talent in this draft class is just, it's crazy, you guys. It's like when I first started vlogging and realized how much potential there was. Same energy. Now let's break down what these teams are looking for. You've got teams like the Jets and the Bears who are desperate for O-line help. I mean, have you seen their QBs running for their lives? It's not pretty. Then you've got the Cowboys and the Packers who need to beef up their secondary. But here's where it gets interesting. I'm hearing whispers about some crazy trade strategies. Teams are going to be wheeling and dealing like never before. We might see a team mortgage their future for a shot at Williams or Ward. It's going to be wild, I'm telling you. Draft day is going to be like a chess match, but with billion-dollar pieces. It reminds me of that time I tried to trade my way up from a paperclip to a house. Same concept, way bigger scale. So there you have it, the top 5 NFL draft contenders and the talent to watch. This draft class is stacked, and it's going to reshape the league. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just getting into football, trust me, you're going to want to watch this draft. It's going to be epic. It's like the Super Bowl, the Oscars, and Black Friday all rolled into one for football fans. All right, I'm out. Peace. face it, would be hilarious. I'd be all over this guy. But hey, it's not all about the QBs. Let's talk defense for a sec. Will Anderson Jr. and Jalen Carter? These guys are monsters. Anderson's edge rushing skills are insane. I've seen him blow past offensive linemen like they're not even there. And Carter? He's a human wrecking ball in the middle. On the offensive side, keep your eyes on Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, you heard that right. Son of the legend himself. And let me tell you, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Then we've got guys like Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter making waves. The talent in this draft class is just, it's crazy, you guys. It's like when I first started vlogging and realized how much potential there was. Same energy. Now let's break down what these teams are looking for. You've got teams like the Jets and the Bears who are desperate for O-line help. I mean, have you seen their QBs running for their lives? It's not pretty. Then you've got the Cowboys and the Packers who need to beef up their secondary. But here's where it gets interesting. I'm hearing whispers about some crazy trade strategies. Teams are going to be wheeling and dealing like never before. We might see a team mortgage their future for a shot at Williams or Ward. It's going to be wild, I'm telling you. Draft day is going to be like a chess match, but with billion-dollar pieces. It reminds me of that time I tried to trade my way up from a paperclip to a house. Same concept, way bigger scale. So there you have it, the top 5 NFL draft contenders and the talent to watch. This draft class is stacked, and it's going to reshape the league. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just getting into football, trust me, you're going to want to watch this draft. It's going to be epic. It's like the Super Bowl, the Oscars, and Black Friday all rolled into one for football fans. All right, I'm out. Peace.